Good afternoon, everybody. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers giving you a briefing for today's severe weather outbreak that's going to potentially happen here in northeastern Colorado. So just going to give you the rundown real quick, not too long, because we're going to get on the road here in a little bit. We're going to probably get on the road around 1 o'clock, head toward the starting point. We're looking at Bennett Byers area to start there, work our way northeast, and come towards you guys here in Morgan and Weld counties and Adams counties to see how things will develop. So we're going to try to run alongside it. I think the storms are going to move northeast, to be honest with you today. They may turn a little easterly as they get farther up. I think the biggest potential for tonight, there's a lot of things in play. You're looking at large hail, definitely. And we have lots of lightning. Heavy rainfall is very possible. We could see flooding in this area here from my point in northeast Colorado all the way to the corner of northeast Colorado. So I'm going to be covering all of that. First, let's thank our sponsors, Kobe Morrow, Cooper Construction, 970-980-4803, 970-980-4803. Brandon Geist from Rempro, 970-768-4206. Brandon Geist from Rempro, 970-768-4206. Prolific America, Nick Jimenez, 970-467-1716, 970-467-1716. Don't forget to visit Peaceful Coexistence, LTD.com. Michelle Mendoza, give her a visit for some dog training. Peaceful Coexistence, LTD.com. And Powerhouse Roofing and Exteriors, the power that restores. Give them a call, 970-324-7651. I believe 7651 was the new phone number. And again, I'm still getting familiar with his. So give Powerhouse Roofing a call. Guys, we could sure use you to support and give our love to our sponsors. Good afternoon, Don. Hope you're doing well. Let's dive right into it then. Hopefully everybody hears and sees me. Let's go right into it and show everybody what's going on our weather. Okay, sorry, that screen just popped up. It should have popped up this screen. So here we go. Pivotal weather obviously is what we use to help us determine what's going to happen throughout the day and stuff. So here we go. Let's take a look here. Let's move the model. This is 1 p.m. today. This is the HRR. You can see HRR. Sorry, I moved the time. Didn't mean to do that, but I'll move it back to 1 p.m. There's 1 p.m. right there. So you can see things are starting to develop. Castle Rock, Denver. I'm going to move it to 2 o'clock. Notice how they kind of get going by that Bennett Byers area where we're at. There it goes, kicking off by DIA right there by 3 p.m. Again, these are models only, not saying it's for sure. I always want people to know that these are just models. Here's 4. You can really see a pretty good storm there by the Bennett Byers area. 5 going through Morgan County, and then by 6 p.m. it's going to be middle of it. It's those spam calls that come in, and that's what just came across. Sorry, 7 p.m. going out by Logan counties. They're moving northeast, and then 8 o'clock. Notice how it turns into a linear or a line segment here. It goes through. That's going to get some probably some pretty good winds ahead of it once it gets going as it lines out into a segment. And by 9 p.m. tonight, it's going to be late for some. And then by 10, it's still going on in Washco and places like that. 11, 12, and it kind of dies itself out. So that's a possibility. That's for just today. But if we run the models for tomorrow, ready again, round 2. Here's tomorrow going to go through. Okay, this is tomorrow's storms popping up. Again, they're a little bit more spread apart, a little bit less of a chance in places, but it depends where they line up. Right now, that's what they're showing. But again, I wouldn't take that with a grain of salt yet until I know for sure. So that is a possibility. Let's go to the Storm Prediction Center, who just put out their information currently. Okay, so it looks like a mesoscale discussion just came out. I'll see where that one's at. But here's their convection outlook. You can see we are in the green. So we are in the slight chance for severe weather for northeastern Colorado. So let's take a look at that for everybody. Okay, let's run our tornado mark. 2% chance of tornadoes for northeastern Colorado. Okay, and into parts of Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota. So that's the possibility. They look at our winds, 15%, and then our hail at 15% as well. As Austin mentioned earlier, or one of the guys did, that they got rid of the hatched area that was in here. This was hatched at one time for a higher threat of severe hail, but I think that's even better that they trimmed it out, but that still doesn't mean we're not going to get hail. I think hail is a possibility for today. I really do. So hail is definitely the most common possibility. Let's look at tomorrow. Severe weather outbreak, marginal again for northeastern Colorado. We'll see how it goes. And then day 3, we're looking just a normal thunderstorm activity for 3 days out, and it moves a little, threat moves a little bit farther east. We can bounce it out to day 4, which is pretty significant already when it's already on the chart there. Let's go back to day 4. That could trim itself. Let me try that again. That could trim itself down farther south and east and west. So let's keep an eye on that one as it comes through day 5, day 6, day 7, and day 8. Things are too low for it to predict at this point. So let's take a look at our current mesoscale discussions. It looks like that's going to be in the Michigan area, so I don't have to worry about that one for us. Excuse me, no watches currently at this point, but I do think things are going to change for us again as we get going. So time scale, I mean, the best thing I can give you right now at 20 to 0 Zulu, you're looking at about take 6 hours away. So that's 2 o'clock. A little bit delayed today, obviously because of the sunlight burning off a little slower. It's sunny now though, it's going, so things are going to go. Things are going to cook up, and I'll show you on the radar as we get closer here. Let's go to the National Weather Service out of Boulder for you all to take a look at them. And let's pick a town today. I know that it has Denver, Boulder, but let's just take a look at the big model here. So today, let's go to our friends in Julesburg. Julesburg today. Going to you folks in Julesburg at the Holyoke Airport. Humidity is 78%. Yes, it is muggy out there, but it's 70 degrees. So it feels pretty nice still for us here in northeastern Colorado. But look at that dew point, everybody. 63 dew points. That is high, and that is why we're going to get that. We've got those southeast, east-southeast winds coming in, which is upslope, going to throw right into the mountains, and they're going to blow up off the mountains and get going. And look at the forecast for Julesburg. Severe thunderstorms today into tonight, 50% and then 70% chance for our friends in Julesburg this evening. So things are going to change pretty quickly. Looking at the latest hazardous weather outlook, I didn't see the updated one today. This was the earlier one from 5:41 this morning. I was hoping they would do a new one, which they have not. So I'm not sure what happened there. Usually they have an 11 o'clock one, 11:30, and I didn't see that. So I'm going to go down here to the forecast discussion, and no update there. 11:50, it just says cooler, severe storms, large hail, gusty outflow winds are the main threat today. That was issued at 11:50 this morning. That's it. That's the only update that the Weather Service has. So let's bounce back to the severe threat. As you can see here, this is our severe threat for today. If you're in the yellow, which is most of eastern Colorado, low chance of tornadoes, but there is still a possibility. We got to keep that in mind. Hail is the medium threat for today, so it's the larger threat. Wind and a low threat of flooding. However, there is a flooding potential. So I do want you to know that Abe did post that on there, that we do have some flooding potential. If you want to know how to use some of these maps or get used to them too, everybody, you can go to our website at bigdogwx.com now. And if you scroll down to the bottom, look at that. I put them up there for you. They're on the page for you to use to help you to look at them as well. So I just want you to know I did add that to the webpage. A lot of people have asked where we get our information, and that's a great source to get that. I didn't put Pivotal Weather because Pivotal Weather does charge to use for their account. So that one I did not put on. But those are free ones to have. So I'm telling you, go to our website. That'll help you out as well. We also use what's called Colorado. Excuse me, I am so tired still. I think I feel good on sleep, and I still don't have it. Colorado Flood Threat Bulletin is what I use as well to help us with our flooding threat potential. We use them a ton. They're wonderful to use. Here's today's flood threat for us. You can see here a moderate flood threat. Let me just read this. Let me go back here. I don't know what happened. Let's try it here. There we go. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. Max of 30 minutes to an hour rainfall, rates of 1.9 to 2.25 inches of rainfall. That's a lot of rain for the west side. On the east side of the plains, which is us, you're looking at 2.25 to 2.3 or 2.75 inches of rain in 30 minutes to an hour. That's a lot of rain to fall within the hour. So low-lying areas, roads, as well as rapid rises in local creeks, streams, gulches, and heavy field ponding. So any reports of that would be great. So if you have any of this area that's yellow, or excuse me, that's orange, you want to be careful. If you're in the yellow, that means you probably have a less amount, but you still have some flooding as a potential. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody today. Hopefully that will make you feel a little bit better. But I think the biggest threat for you today is hail. I really do. The biggest threat today is hail. So Jill, yes, when we go live chasing storms, we're only able to go Facebook currently. When I do my weather briefings, I do them right here on on both YouTube and Facebook. So yes, when I'm on YouTube, I do the briefings, but we do bounce live on Facebook with everything. It's just easier for us. I don't have it linked up yet. I'm trying to work with Streamlabs to get it. Last year we had it, but we were so far delayed on things it just didn't work. So we're working on trying to find a better source for that. Good afternoon, Brandon. Hope you're doing well. Yuma to Akron, Angie. I think you're looking at later on this evening, like I mentioned, probably around between 8 and 10 o'clock tonight. As the storms get there, I don't think they're going to be as bad as what we're having here on the beginning stages. Once it linears out and goes into that line like it's supposed to line up, let me do that right way. There we go. Once it lines up and gets itself, I think it becomes a high wind threat. It's called a windbag event for us then at that point. But that doesn't rule out anything major. There are still those possibilities for that. So yeah, I know, Brandon, a lot of people don't depend on that, especially for the roofing and the cars. But that's why I have my sponsors on here, guys. They're great people that we've had. They're awesome. So please give them some love. Let them folks know. Give them a call. Tell them, hey, you got it from Big Dog Weather, because I have them there. They're scrolling on the screen for you to use. So please reach out to them. Let them know, hey, look, I just want an estimate coming out and look for me. Take a look. Brandon from RenPro does a great job coming out. He cleaned our house and got it all taken care of. Got all that stuff cleared out of here. We had mold and stuff from the flooding when we had it. So great ones to go to. And then of course I think we have Nick Jimenez for Pro Roofing America, who's great to give a call for your roofing needs. And then we have Kobe Morrow at Cooper Construction, who does both roofing and exteriors. And then we also have our brand new sponsor, which is Powerhouse Roofing and Exteriors. They're great too. So gives Silvano a call. He's a great guy. I visited with him quite a bit, so he's brand new to us as well. So there's lots of roofing needs, guys. Take those phone numbers that are scrolling on the screen and get those taken care of as well. So, oh, I bet, Brandon. Yes, he said he has a metal roof, so it's taking a beating. I'm sure those things do take a beating, but they do hold pretty well, a little bit better. So you're welcome, Angie. Hope that helps out. I'll take a few moments for questions real quick. Oh, absolutely, Dustin. Yes. Yes, all's covered. Yes, we've saved a lot of people, and I appreciate it, especially for car damage. I know it's been mentioned a couple times to put those cars in the garage. I would definitely think about putting your vehicles in the garage today, as there is a potential for some severe hail. You could see hail up to 2 to 3 inches in diameter today if you get some of those big hailers. So keep that in mind. So yeah, Fort Morgan, you're going to be in play tonight. That's why we're starting in Bennett, and we're going to try to run northeast with this storm as it comes in there. We're going to start here in about 35 minutes. Now, we won't go live in 35 minutes. I will tell you that. We're going to just get started, kind of get our trek down there, and then once we start getting some action, we'll definitely go live with all of you and let you know what's going on. Today, it's going to be myself, Austin Little Dog 1, and Kenny Little Dog 8. We're all going to be out there today chasing together in the Suberator. Excited to get that thing out again and get going. So, Angie, I need a carport at my house. You know what? I would love to have a carport at my house too. I do have a garage, but I would love to have a second carport built in just to extend from the garage. But yeah, I mean, lots of money comes in with that thing. So yeah, I wish I could have some money to do that. That would, if I was a millionaire, I would, yeah. And we all say that. So Sterling, yeah, Penny, I think you're looking at later on also between 5 and 7 for you guys, for it to come out and get you guys. So dew points, great question. We just looked at those too. Matter of fact, Sterling was at 63 dew point. Here in Brush, it was 61, I believe. Akron was 61. North of us, it was like 59. I mean, you only need 50 to 52 dew point to get started here in Northeast Colorado. So we're well into the parts that we need to. Matter of fact, I was looking at Bennett Byers there at 57, so they're perfect as well. They got some great dewies, as we call them, and in our jargon. And sometimes if they're bad dew points, then we call them. I stole it from Pecos Hank, who calls them doo-doo points. I think that's pretty cool that he says it that way. So yeah, doo-doo, because that's junk. So, but I think things are definitely going to go. You know, I looked at the sunlight I looked at the sunlight flowing through the clouds earlier this afternoon, and it just peaked and burned right through that stuff. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, so that's where we're going to go. So yeah, so we're looking at 1 o'clock departure here. Not sure when we are going to go live. We'll let you know as soon as something breaks. Even if we're in Bennett and something goes, we'll probably go live there, at least to give you guys a heads up. So that's kind of where we're looking at, Bennett and Byers area to get started. So any other questions? Thanks. Did I answer that hopefully for you, Penny? I hope so. What does the town of Eckley look like? I think later on this evening between 8 and 10 o'clock for you guys. These are going to be slow moving storms, guys, so they're going to dump a lot of rain. So if you're in the Eckley area, yeah, I don't think you're going to get what we're probably going to get in this area. I think the bigger hail threats in our spot here, but I don't want to rule you out. I mean, you always get those crazy storms, and unfortunately, you folks in Yuma for some reason have bad luck for hail when it comes to you guys. So that could definitely be that. So you never know. You never know. So okay, perfect, Penny. Great. I hope I answered your question for you, Deanna. Anybody else have any other questions? I'm staying on just a couple minutes longer here to see if any communities want to ask for them. And I did show Julesburg again early on the forecast. And I think you're going to be even later this evening, Julesburg, obviously, because you're in the far corner of the Northeast state. So you're looking at between 8 and 10 as well. So I hope that helps out. You're perfect, Penny. Good. But I think anything in my area, Morgan County, Weld County, those places, we're looking at a way earlier start than you guys. And once they get started, it's going to be a dump of rain. I'm sorry I'm moving so much. I normally don't move this much in the chair, but I'm just relaxed and sitting in this chair and just enjoying it as I'm visiting with everybody. So I apologize for moving so much. But yeah, so any other questions? I'm going to stay on for just a couple seconds longer here. See you. And again, thank you to our sponsors, Colby Morrow, Cooper Construction, 970-980-4803. Colby Morrow, Cooper Construction, 970-980-4803. Rempro, Brandon Geist, 970-768-4206. Brandon Geist, Rempro, 970-768-4206. Peaceful Coexist, or excuse me, Pro Roofing America, Nick Jimenez, 970-467-1716, 970-467-1716, and then Peaceful Coexistence, ltd.com. Go to their website and support them on that. And then finally, Silvano from Powerhouse Roofing and Exteriors, 970-324-7561. I have a hard time reading his number still until I get memorized on it. So any chance for some danger noodles? James, I think I don't think we're going to have like major tornadoes type here, but as you know, tornadoes can spin up on any storms today. Maybe if anything, land spouts. I don't want to say we're going to have no tornadoes. I think there is a risk for tornadoes, but I do think that smaller style tornadoes for us today, nothing like we've seen in Minnesota and places like that. I just don't think that risk is there for us there. Just don't have enough. We have some joules per kilogram, looking at 1,200 to 1,400 joules per kilogram out here, but I just don't think there's enough energy to get a large, damaging, sustaining tornado rolling out here in northeastern Colorado. But I do think there are chances for some little ones. Yes, some little danger noodles, if you want to call them that. Spaghetti noodles. I don't know how people call them. But yeah, that's a possibility for us. So hopefully that answers that question. Anything else? Oof, got it covered. Not bad. I didn't do it too long. It only took me 20 minutes today. Fast with my broadcast for me. So thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Share the love, spread the word so people know. Again, might want to have those vehicles just in case in the car today, or in the garage today, so they're protected, because there is a possibility of some big hail in some spots. You're welcome, James. That's it from the doghouse. We appreciate you all watching. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers. Big shout out to Sue Hodgson. Folks, she is so sweet. She has given me some new stuff for us to reuse that we're going to be using for some of our broadcasting and stuff. Not only from our broadcasting kids, but here at home too, so I can have a microphone system and stuff. I'm so excited to get it figured out, and that's my next step. When I get it, Teresa's like, "What did you get?" So I'm sure she is going to say that. So yeah, we'll be safe out there, guys. So be careful. Thank you so much for watching. You are awesome fans of us, and we so much appreciate everything you do. Thanks again for watching, and thanks to our sponsors. We'll see you in a little bit as soon as the severe weather breaks out. Stay safe. Take care.